Just tase him. Tase him. Tase him. Tase him. Tase him. Get on the ground.
Did police use excessive force with their tasers while trying to subdue a man? 25-year-old Joshua Harvey died 3 days after being tased multiple times. Medical examiner's report is yet to be released. Channel 8's Burt Mumler reports on reaction to the police video of the incident. Burt.
Mark, police officers think Joshua Harvey was on some sort of drug. The police department says they're showing the video for transparency. A warning, this can be difficult to watch.
It's boarded up. The spot where there was once a glass door, a door which shattered and led to a chain of events. That's 25-year-old Joshua Harvey entering Arvis Bank downtown and about to be tased.
Tase him, tase him, tase him, tase him.
At what point is it not excessive?
That is a question that's being raised as various people watch the multiple tasings.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
How's he gonna put his hands behind his back?
Social activist James Johnson seeing the video for the first time with us.
He's down and they tase him again? How's he gonna roll over? He's tased. They are still tasing. And he's down. How's he a threat? It was constant. Zzz, zzz, zzz.
Mark Lewis says he's spoken to Joshua Harvey's mother, who has since retained an attorney.
Just zapping when he doesn't turn over. Zapping when he doesn't follow the commands. To me, that's excessive.
For Johnson, the father of a 17-year-old son, the incident speaks to a larger societal concern.
I said, son, what do you want to be when you grow up? He said, Dad, I just want to be alive. I didn't see it. I didn't allow him to see me cry right then, bro. But later that night, in my little secret closet, I had to share tears before Almighty God.
Questions over use of force and the fine balance between protecting an officer and protecting the public.
So you have to keep in mind your job as an officer is to preserve life, all life, not just your life. We've been having peaceful protests. We've been having peaceful rallies. But at any moment, Tulsa can be Ferguson. Tulsa can be Baltimore.
Police say the first day they'll be available for comment on this incident is tomorrow. Funeral services for Joshua Harvey were held on Saturday in Okmulgee. Mark.
Burt, thank you. To watch the full-length police video, check out this story at K2L.com. 73 years after his death in World War II, the remains of a Green Country soldier have finally made their way home. Channel 8's Burt Mumler reports on the long journey of Private Oscar Sappington.
There were plenty of hugs at the airport this afternoon. Family members gathering together to welcome back a loved one whose flight home was long overdue. 73 years overdue.
We're just glad to get him home.
Now 77, Mickey Brooks was just 4 years old when her uncle went away to war.
The night before he left, he was at our house, and he made me and my two sisters a rattle out of a milk can with the marbles in it. So I still have mine, 73 years old.
It was during the Battle of the Bulge that Private First Class Oscar Eugene Sappington was killed in action.
I didn't think they'd ever find him.
88-year-old Virgil is Oscar's cousin and remembers the letters from the front.
One time he wrote, he was in a foxhole writing a letter, and he said it took him a whole day to write it because the bullets were going over their heads so much.
His remains were initially found in 1947, but with no ID.
He was buried in a grave in Belgium, and through DNA, they identified his remains and matched him with our cousin that lives in Broken Arrow.
That 19-year-old private would now be 92. And today, when his plane arrived at Tulsa International, the name on the side of the aircraft became much more than just the name of an airline. It was a bright, bold statement of fact about a man whose sacrifice was never forgotten, and that respect never ages.
And I just thank God that he's with us now and give him a proper burial.
Burt Mumler, Tulsa's Channel 8.
Burt, thank you. Services for Private Sappington will be held this Saturday at Memorial Park. Family says he will be buried near his mother.
A woman is dead and a house destroyed in an overnight fire near 56th Street North and Utica.
Channel 8's Lauren Partain is live there right now. Lauren, what happened? Tyler and Kim, firefighters left here just about 5 minutes ago. Now, take a look at the extent of the damage to this house. The fire started around 11 last night and burned for hours. Firefighters originally got the call about smoke coming from the backside of this house with visible flames. Hearing there was still someone inside, they tried to go in and search for her. When they came back out, the flames were too intense and they had to take a defensive attack. It could have been much bigger if they weren't so close to the scene when they got the call.
We happened to have a company really close on scene that was on another call, just getting off of the call. They arrived within 30 to 45 seconds and found heavy smoke and heavy fire showing.
Neighbors tell us a woman in her 90s lived in this house, although investigators and police are still going through the scene to identify her and try to figure out how this started. Now, coming up in 30 minutes, firefighters tell us what search effort they used to try to find this woman before the flames got too much out of control. Reporting live in South Tulsa, Lauren Partain, Tulsa's Channel 8.
Thank you, Lauren.
How's that dog? It tried to rip my entire shoulder off, as you can see, after I was laying on the ground with my hands up. It ran around me, and then I believe one of these officers gave it a command to try and kill me, I think. I don't know. Thank you for all y'all's good work and tonight. I appreciate everything. Y'all have done some good things for the society. Ow! Ow! This is not justice, though. I've done nothing wrong for you to put me in here and take me to jail.
And as Channel 8's Angelica Brown shows us tonight, that $47 million piece of the pie is in the process of being removed. Angelica.
Yeah, Mark, and to be clear, hotel owners across the state back teacher pay raises. They just don't think their industry is the place to be looking for money.
At the latest information, if you've been following us on Twitter, we've been tweeting that BOK was telling U2 fans they could hang out for a little while if they wanted to because of this weather.
Hopefully U2 will play if they're going to hang out.
That'd be kind of cool,
Yeah,
but they told them to
right.
exit the Arena Bowl. So.
Let's go down to Channel 8's Maureen Wirtz. She's down at the BOK Center. Maureen.
It's a beautiful rain. Hey, Mark. Hey, Neela. Yeah, there's still plenty of people that decided to just brave the little bit of rain. How was the concert? Was good?
Hey, we had fun. We had fun.
Were you concerned about the rain coming out here?
From Arkansas and Oklahoma, we're used to stuff like this. I mean, gosh, it's a concert, okay?
And it was worth it, right?
Oh, yeah, it was
okay.
worth it. Thank you.
Okay, you all say drive. So if you just take a little bit of a walk with us, yeah, all these people have kind of been steadily streaming out of the BOK for the last 10 minutes or so. But if we look, I don't know, Paul, you might be able to see, there are plenty of people that are like, I'm just going to wait for this rain to pass. Earlier when I spoke with you on the phone, it was raining so much harder than this. This is actually pretty good considering what we've seen in the last 45 minutes or so. So still plenty of people, though, that are kind of streaming outside of the BOK. We'll walk just kind of down this way. This is kind of the most that we've seen, and we knew it's the second that concert let out, people were making a beeline. They were going so fast right now. And you'll see there aren't that many people with umbrellas, but y'all, the only thing that we're seeing is a lot of lightning and thunder, a little bit of wind, but the rain is so much better than what it was even 15 minutes ago. So
Nearly more than the clothes. Check out this beauty right here. I got to give thanks to Sherry of Balloon Face Painting and More. Special edition right here. From Eight's the place to Eight's the face. We're thinking about going right from here to the tattoo shop. Just put on the face. That way, I don't have to say Burt Mumolo tells Channel 8. I just say Burt Mumolo. That's it, Neely.
Burt, perfect. Thank you, bud. We'll see you later.